I have two words to leave with you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Inclusion rider.
All right, well, those were the words Best Actress Oscar winner Frances McDormand left the audience with in her empowered speech for women on Sunday. But did you know what it meant? A lot of people did not, including me.
And here to explain is labor and employment attorney Angela Reddock Wright. So thank you for being here with us and making sense of all of this. What is inclusion rider? What was she referring to? What does it mean?
Well, kudos to Frances McDormand for taking such a stand for women as a part of her Oscar win. And who would have thought that two words would just send shockwaves throughout Hollywood? So essentially what an inclusion rider is, sometimes also referred to as an equity clause, is an add-on to a contract, primarily entertainment contracts, that provides for diversity and inclusion in the hiring, whether it be behind the scenes or in front of the scenes.
That's amazing. How do you think it'll help Hollywood, and who has to include it in their contracts to make it work?
Well, for sure, it's going to change things in Hollywood. And with A-list actors like Frances McDormand, and I've heard that Michael B. Jordan sent out a tweet from Black Panther saying that he would be requiring inclusion riders in his contracts, and I'm sure so many others will follow. So for sure, I anticipate big changes in Hollywood.
Yeah, we're going to show you that tweet right now. It's really neat that he tweeted out, because in support of the women and men who are leading this fight, I will be adopting the inclusion rider from Michael P. Jordan. So good going, Michael.
Okay, so if I'm, say, the main actress in a production, I can say I demand this inclusion rider in order for me to do this production, and then that means that I have a say in who works on it?
Right, you can. So think about it, it's a contract negotiation. And in a contract negotiation, you generally have at least two parties. So you'd have the A-list actor or actress, and then you have the production company or the studio on the other side. And essentially, the studio or the production company has to agree to the writer. We just heard this morning that Netflix is saying we won't necessarily agree to writers, but we welcome the opportunity to sit down and talk with our talent about inclusion writers. So it's not an automatic, but certainly with A-list actors that have a lot of power and a lot of influence, I think we'll start to see them much more in contract.
Exactly. Well, outside of Hollywood, are there other examples of this being used? For
sure. Maybe not the exact same terminology, but with the NFL, for example, the National Football League, we have what's called the Rooney Rule, which came into being in 2003. And essentially it says whenever a team plans to hire a coach or someone someone in a management position, that they have to take diversity and inclusion into account, and that they have to interview at least one person of color or one person of a diverse background.
Okay. And then can you see other industries following suit? Is this the beginning of something really big and powerful?
I like to think so. I like to think like so goes Hollywood, so goes the rest of the country and the rest of the industries. But for sure, I think there's welcome opportunity on Wall Street, in the technology industry, and so many other industries where we don't see great representation in terms of women or people of color.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you so much, Angela, for enlightening us on this. Thank you.
You're our new glamorous attorney, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Love having you
keep
here.
you in mind. All right. So thanks again, Angela. And to find out more about her firm, you can check out reddocklaw.com.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks.